Hey everyone, Aldrin Vicente here, and if you're watching this video right now, consider yourself blessed and lucky to be getting exposed to this information. This is stuff that most people don't know about. I know I certainly didn't, and I'm so excited to share this with you because you know what? There are things that you know, but then there are those things that you don't know, and a lot of it actually has to do with the water that we've been drinking and giving to our families. In this short video, I want to show you exactly why you and your family should be drinking Kangen water as compared to water bottle brands all around the world. And it comes out of this water ionizer right here. It's called a K8 made by Enagic, and it's fully licensed and certified and registered as medical equipment in Japan. And they've actually been using this technology for over 50 years now. That's 5 decades. Now, before we go into the demonstration talking about all these different waters, I want to call attention to some scary facts about water bottle brands around the world that I think everybody at least deserves to know about. Number one, over 65% of water bottles all around the planet are simply tap water. It's literally just filtered tap water. These big soda companies and water bottle brands around the world, they actually don't produce water, they only produce plastic. This plastic is absolutely detrimental to our health and terrible for our planet. Over 93% of the water bottles that were tested in a recent study show that they contain microplastic particles. And it's actually a lot worse than we once believed it to be. Over 250,000 nanoparticles of plastic are in every single water bottle, and it doesn't matter where you're buying it from, you are literally drinking plastic. And these studies are actually showing that you could be ingesting up to 5 grams of plastic on a weekly basis. That's about a credit card, just so you know. So I don't know about you, but that for me, that just sounds disgusting. Not only that, what it's doing to our planet, right now, a large landmass in the middle of our ocean is actually not even land, it is plastic. That landmass is 3 times the size of France. So we can either be part of the problem and continue drinking water bottles, or we can be part of the solution by owning a Kangen water ionizer. And the last point I wanted to make is that bottled water is 2,000 to 3,000 times more expensive than the tap water that comes out at your kitchen faucet. So doesn't it make sense to own a medical device that connects right there to your water source? You plug it in, you have an unlimited supply of Kangen water, as well as 5 other waters that have over 100 different uses in your household. So really, really important stuff before we dive into this demonstration. In this short video, I want to show you why Kangen water is superior in these 4 main areas. Number 1 is antioxidation. Number 2 is the alkalinity. Number 3 is the hydration. And number 4 is detoxification. And why do we want all of these things in our water in the first place? Well, our body is constantly fighting 4 different stresses: oxidation, acidity, dehydration, and toxification. So imagine you're getting all of those benefits just by simply changing from whatever water you're currently drinking over to drinking Kangen water fresh from your K8 every single day. These brands are not important. They're probably not the same where you're watching this right now, but we do have soda, sports drinks, carbonated water, bottled water brands, and then we even have bottled alkaline water, and obviously we have our fresh Kangen water from our machine. So one of the first things that I want to talk to you guys about is the ORP. That is the oxidation reduction potential. It's just the potential to reduce oxidation, right? So this is actually what they use in the medical field. Scientists use this to measure millivolts. It basically tells us if something is oxidizing or if it is antioxidizing. So what that means is it going to increase inflammation in our body or is it going to decrease it? Because we can't stop aging, but we can definitely slow it down and speed it up based on what we are eating and drinking on a daily basis. This is why people eat fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, raw juices, so that we can get the antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, anti-aging properties from the food and the nutrients that we're taking in. So again, imagine all we're doing for this added benefit and for increased health and longevity is simply changing the water that we're drinking. We're no longer drinking plastic and we're drinking fresh Kangen water. Remember, this ORP meter is just measuring if something is an antioxidant or if it's an oxidant. Is it increasing inflammation or decreasing inflammation in our body? If it's a positive number, it's bad for us. If it's a negative number, it's good for us, right? So let's go ahead and start with soda. As we can see, it's climbing. It's already coming in at close to positive 400. We have sports drinks. Okay, coming in at positive 300. We have sparkling water, mineral water, carbonated water, whatever you want to call it, still coming in at positive 320. Then here's major brand number 1, just regular bottled water, coming in at positive 340. Here's another one that's very popular here in the United States, coming in at positive 350. And here's another one. Look at all this stuff is terrible for you guys. It's increasing inflammation, it's aging you faster, it's speeding up that rusting process of the bottle. Here, look at this one. This is a fancy water that everybody pays double, triple for. more. Look, it's still coming in at positive 340. And then here is a bottled alkaline water. Now we'll talk more about this fake bottled alkaline water later, but just know that it's synthetic, it's artificial, it's actually chemically altered, still coming in at positive 200. Now check this out. Kangen water, look at that. Coming in at negative 440, you're talking about an antioxidant content of anywhere from 5 to 8 times the amount by simply changing your water. So instead of drinking bottled plastic toxic water bottles, you're just gonna be drinking fresh Kangen water from your machine every single day. You're just changing the water that we're drinking to get that anti-inflammatory, anti-aging, antioxidant properties. Do your research on active molecular hydrogen and you'll see thousands of published medical articles from over the past few decades showing that it's been used as a novel antioxidant and anti-inflammatory that's been used therapeutically in over 170 different disease models. All right, so now let's talk about the alkalinity, right? Most of this stuff is just pumping acid into your body. And acid is not only the fuse, but it is the fuel for most human illnesses and diseases and discomfort and inflammation, right? We want to flush the acidic waste from our body. So I actually have some pH drops right here. Now, when you drop this liquid into these waters, it's going to show you a color, just like this, right? Either it is acidic and causing sickness and aging inside the body, or it's alkaline and it's promoting health and energy inside the body. And it never lies, it can't. So let's go ahead and do a couple drops into each of these. So as you can see, most of these are just bottles full of acid. You are literally just shooting acid into your system, right? Especially with soda, sports drinks, carbonated water, right? Here are some regular water bottles. And then here is a bottled alkaline water. And let me talk about that really quick. So the next time you go to the store and buy an alkaline water bottle, I want you to turn it around and read the ingredients. And then ask yourself, why does my water have ingredients, right? Sodium bicarbonate, which is baking soda, potassium phosphate, magnesium sulfate, calcium chloride. They have to add these to the water to raise the pH, but it's not giving you any of the benefits and the reasons why you're drinking alkaline water. This is fake, it's synthetic, it's artificial. People want to remove processed foods from their diet. Well, this is the most highly processed form of water that you could possibly drink. So when doctors say too much alkaline water is a bad thing, they're actually right. What they mean is bottled alkaline water is terrible for you because it doesn't break down inside the body and it actually leads to kidney stones and gallbladder stones. For all of you that are still wasting your money on fake bottled alkaline water, here, go ahead and just buy the cheap stuff, take some baking soda, add it to your water, and as you can see, there you go, you got alkaline water. Now, does that do anything for your health whatsoever? No. Not in the least. Let's say we have too much acid in the body. Maybe you're chronically fatigued or you get sick all the time or you're getting constant migraines and headaches, right? Well, when you start to drink the right water, your body will actually alkalize itself very quickly. Now, if we don't take care of these things, that's what turns into acid reflux and gout and GERD and stuff like that. And again, if you start drinking Kangen water, your body will actually alkalize itself very quickly. But check this out. So we have mineral water, sparkling water, carbonated water, right? Don't blink. You see that? One more time. See? It's trying to go alkaline, but at the end of the day, it's literally just a bottle full of acid. Now, sports drinks are so acidic that it doesn't even budge. Watch this. Soda is so acidic that it would actually take about 4 gallons of fresh Kangen water to neutralize the acid that you just shot into your system with one soda. Now, most people aren't even drinking a gallon of water every single day like they should be if they want to be healthier, right? But 4 gallons to 1 bottle, and some of you watching this video right now, you had 2 today. Or you said, you know what? I don't want diabetes and cancer, 10 years from now. Let's make it next year, make it a polar pop, make it a big gulp. You don't want to be drinking this stuff. It's absolutely detrimental to your health. Here, let me make a point. This is watered down soda, right? Here's a sip of soda. You're feeling good, you have your energy back, your sleep is through the roof, your skin's looking good and vibrant, right? Here you go, sip of soda, sip of soda. And again, it's not the color, guys. It's not the color. Here, let me go ahead and grab fresh Kangen water. That is how acidic soda and sports drinks and carbonated water is. Let me just go ahead and make myself perfectly clear. And it's actually, this is not coming from me. Even Dr. Oz says just 2 sodas a week increases your chance of pancreatic cancer by 87%. Now, do your research, guys. I'm not gonna talk too much on the subject, but what is the #1 killer for children 14 years and younger? It's cancer, right? Because people are not aware of the poison that they're putting into their system. So when you drink soda, you only drink a capful, right? Well, There's a capful right there, okay? And then we have bottled fake alkaline water. Here you go, capful right there. You guys really wanna keep drinking this stuff? There's no way. After seeing this, you can't unsee it. Do not be drinking this and do not give it to your family. Now, talking about hydration, why does the water actually hydrate the body better, faster? Kangen water can hydrate your body on a cellular level. And so with that being said, I'm actually going to use some tea bags. This is just some green tea, and I'm gonna go ahead and put 1 tea bag in each of these cups. And this tea bag, again, it's representing your body. It's representing your cells. Our cells have what's called aquaporin channels. This is literally how our body hydrates and detoxes. So that's why most of the time when you're drinking bottled water, you feel super full and super bloated, right? So let's go ahead and make some green tea. Now, typically when you're making green tea, you have to heat the water up, because when you heat the water up, it now has the ability to penetrate the tea bag and pull those nutrients out, right? Now, Kangen water can instantly brew green tea because it actually has the ability to hydrate your body on a cellular level, right? So as you can see, boom, just made some green tea. Now here's what's crazy. Let's go ahead and do this. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some tea right here. This is going to be your vitamins, your supplements, your nutrition, maybe your coffee, tea, BCAAs, pre-workout, collagen, protein, whatever the case may be. So all of you gym rats watching this right now, you're probably spending an arm and a leg on all of your expensive supplements, pre-workout and such. And then you just go ahead and you mix it with regular bottled water. You're literally diluting it. You're wasting your money, because this water is only going to absorb about 15%. That's why you feel full. That's why you feel bloated, because it's just sitting in your stomach, right? As you can see, it has no ability to enhance anything. Now, Kangen water, this is what happens when you're drinking Kangen water with your protein, BCAAs, pre-workout, all the nutrition that you're getting through your food. As you can see, it's going to enhance it. Now check this out. We got some Kangen water right here. Look it, there is tea. You're just not drinking the right water to really pull those nutrients out. So remember, this machine doesn't just make drinking water, it makes 5 different types of water that has over 100 different uses in your home. This is probably one of my favorite because I'm living a very healthy lifestyle. I like to do the meal prepping and I do a lot of cooking in the home. So if you like to eat organic and you're trying to reduce your toxic burden, get rid of pesticides, herbicides, and different chemicals from agriculture, this is gonna be for you. When you press this button right here on the machine, it actually makes 2 different types of water. So we have the 2.5 strong acidic. This is actually a disinfectant sanitizing spray. But right now, what I want to focus on is actually the 11.5 strong Kangen water. So this one is actually so alkaline that it can emulsify oils and fats. So what we're actually going to do is I'm going to pour these in these cherry tomatoes that I have right here. I got these from a local grocery store. These are supposed to be organic. So let's go ahead and I'm going to pour the 11.5 Kangen water right there. Okay, and then on the other side, I'm gonna go ahead and just grab some regular bottled water. I mean, I know most of you aren't using bottled water to, wash your fruits and vegetables, but that'll do. I'll go ahead and just pour that right there. Now, while these are soaking, I'm gonna show you how this is actually working. So we already know that oil and water don't mix, and I'm using sesame oil because it's dark, it's really thick and greasy, and I wanna show you guys, obviously this is a fact of life, right? We know that oil and water don't mix, okay? There you go, point proven. We've known that since, I don't know, middle school, high school, right? Science class. Now, the thing is your professor didn't know about the 11.5 strong Kangen water. Again, this water is so alkaline that it can emulsify and break down oils and fats. So we like to use it as a, pesticide remover, veggie wash, but you can also use it as a degreaser for your kitchen, laundry detergent, stain remover, everything like that, right? Here you go. Oil and water don't mix. Isn't that crazy, guys? So what happened here? This is not horchata, by the way. This is actually sesame oil broken down. The 11.5 Kangen water broke down and emulsified that oil. So if it could do that with dark, thick sesame oil, let's see what comes off our fruits and vegetables. Now remember, if you're using tap water to wash your fruits and veggies, you're not removing any of the pesticides. You're not removing any of the chemicals. You're actually just adding lead, lye, arsenic, fluoride, chlorine, pharmaceutical drugs, heavy metals, VOCs, basically all the contaminants and chemicals that are in our tap water, right? Check this out. Look what comes off your cherry tomatoes. or your produce, your strawberries, veggies, anything that you're cooking, look at what comes off, just a handful of cherry tomatoes. Like, guys, first of all, I'm colorblind and I can still see this, okay? This is disgusting. Like, once I saw this, I couldn't unsee it. Like, you can't show me this and then me consciously go back to giving this to my family and eating it every single day. Google atrazine, okay? I'm not even gonna tell you guys about it. Go on Google, look up atrazine, look at what it does. What it does to the pests, it does the same thing to us humans. It attacks the reproductive organs, and it's now leading to ADD, ADHD, autism at birth, a lot more birth defects, low birth weight. I mean, the list goes on and on. We wonder why hormone levels are all out of whack today. We wonder why testosterone levels are at an all-time low, estrogen levels, etc. Do your research, look into atrazine, A-T-R-A-Z-I-N-E, atrazine. To wrap this video up, I just wanted to show you guys that the machine is actually touchscreen. It's super easy to use. Based on whatever button you press right here will be the water that it's producing for you. So remember, 9.5, 9.0, and 8.5 on the right-hand side, that's going to be your alkalized, antioxidant-rich Kangen water for drinking, for coffees, for teas, cooking, etc., right? Now, on the top left-hand corner, what you'll see right here is clean water. It's neutral. It's not acidic, it's not alkaline. That's perfect for baby food, baby formula, taking medication, and also while you're eating a meal. Beauty water is right here. This is actually one of my favorites. So before I started using beauty water, I was actually pretty ugly, but now check it out, see? So this beauty water, just kidding. This beauty water is actually 5.5 pH. It's the same pH as your skin, same pH as your hair. It's fantastic. It's actually a leave-in conditioner, and it's also a toner. So for all you women that are wasting money on $30 water bottles of, basically pH water, this machine makes it for free. It's also very good for plants, house plants, all plants if you're into cultivation and agriculture. Now again, this bottom left-hand button will make the 11.5 strong Kangen, which you already saw for the pesticides and degreaser. But the 2.5, I really want to talk about this really quick because this is probably one of my favorites. This is a hand sanitizer spray, disinfectant spray. This will replace all of your household chemical cleaners. If you can smell this stuff, it smells like bleach. It smells like chlorine, and not just any chlorine, it smells very, very strong, right? This is 100% safe because all it is water. Here's one thing you can't do with your chemical cleaners and bleach. You can't do that, there's no way. I have a daughter, 7 months old, has the toys, has the play area. I can sanitize her stuff and feel perfectly safe. It's actually so safe that I use it with peppermint as mouthwash. You can use it with an eye infection, staph, mold, mildew, fungus, E. coli, salmonella, 99.9% of all bacteria. It's actually 100 times more effective at killing pathogens than bleach, okay? And you definitely don't want bleach and chemical cleaners under your kitchen sink. And amazing for people with eczema, psoriasis, cuts, scrapes, burns. If you want to do research on it, look up hypochlorous acid. It's actually used in over 1,000 different beauty products around the world, and guess what? My machine makes it for free. Now that you've watched this video, you have all the education and understanding on whether or not Kangen water is a good fit for you and your family's health lifestyle. The biggest thing I want to leave you with is to stop drinking plastic. If you can take one thing away from this video, stop drinking this. It's plastic, it's poison, it's no good. You want to get a machine. You want to be drinking Kangen water all day, every day. So everybody, keep calm, drink Kangen water, get rid of the plastic, stop adding to the problem, be part of the solution.